Hey now, Rob here, Rob School of Music. I just wanted to jump on real fast, guys, and do just a stream of conscious podcast. It's a topic I've been discussing. I just put a blog post out about it on the website. You can check that out, robschoolmusic.com/blog. Also, an Instagram post just the other day. It had to do with songwriting. I often try and get my students to write songs. Like, often, I mean like I try and get all of them to write songs. Because to me, writing music is such a cathartic just way to get stuff out. You know, I play guitar, I play piano, I play drums, I make music, and the purpose of that is to connect with people, to share an emotion, to share a sentiment. And a lot of young musicians, they're so apprehensive to write music, to put thoughts out, because in essence, by doing that, you're sharing a part of your soul. And it sounds like some hippie shit, but it's true. You're naked. You're putting something out there where you're vulnerable, and now someone can form an opinion on something that you have an opinion about. But basically, the angle I tell all my young musicians to kind of look at this from is you got to shift your perspective, right? You need to say, well, this doesn't need to be the greatest work ever created. I don't need to write Yesterday or Blackbird or Stairway or anything that, means a ton in the long term. It just has to be something that means something to you in that moment. And a lot of the students, kids, grown-ups, all ages, they're like, well, nothing happened in my life, or I don't know anything. But I always say, like, look at this, right? So, do you have a pet? Yeah. Do you love that pet? Yeah. If something happened to that pet, would you be sad? Yeah. Okay. Do you have a favorite food? Yeah, of course. How does that make you feel? Do you feel something when you think about it? Yeah. You ever stub your toe on the door frame walking into the bathroom in the morning? Yeah. All right. Did you ever lose something that meant something to you? Maybe it's a loved one, or on a lesser scale, maybe like you dropped your phone and the screen cracked, whatever it is. Yeah? Okay, so check it out. You've just referenced the emotion of love, pain, and loss, the three most prominent things to write music about. So you don't need to write about your goldfish Timmy dying when you were 6, and you don't need to write about, I woke up today and I hit my toe on the door and it hurt really bad. Oh, yeah. You don't have to do anything but take that feeling and share that with other people. I wrote a song in the late 2000s. It was called Never Be Alone. And the story basically was a guy, or the protagonist, it could be male or female, but in my perspective, it was a guy is singing to a girl that doesn't love him back. And he's saying to her, don't worry, no matter what, no matter where you are in your life, you will never be alone, because you're always going to have a part of me. Even though you don't want it, even though you don't want it the way I want to give it to you, I love you so much that no matter what, you'll never be alone, because you'll always have a part of me. And as the song goes on, when it hits the bridge section, the protagonist, the writer, the speaking voice of the song, has this epiphany that in always giving a part of himself to someone else, he'll always be alone. So in saying you'll never be alone, it clicks to him, wait a second, I'll always be alone, because I'll never be complete, because I've given part of myself to someone who doesn't want it. So the outro of the song, as it fades out, it changes from you'll never be alone to I'll always be alone. And it's like this big moment. So every time my band would perform that song for years, all around, I'd always pick a random girl in the audience, and I would say, hey, you, what's your name? And, our friends would yell out her name, embarrass her. I'd say, all right, this song is for you. And I'd dedicate the song to that person. And sometimes I'd reach out and grab her hand and all kinds of rock star douchey stuff. But that was the time, And that person, they had to know the song wasn't really about them. And in reality, the song wasn't really about anyone in particular. From my perspective, it was a combination of emotions and stories and things I'd observed, and it was a story. But in that moment, that night, whatever night it was, whatever city it was, that person felt special because she was feeling the emotion conveyed in that song. So the moral of the story is, write about something real. Write about a feeling. Feelings, we all share them. It is the connective tissue of humanity is feelings. We all share similar feelings. Different stories, but similar feelings. Write about a feeling, and I guarantee you will connect with people. So grab your guitar, grab your piano, grab whatever instrument that you want to write on, and throw some chords together and just start talking, telling a story. Open up the voice memo on your phone and just let it record. Just talk. Let it all out. Listen back. Take out the parts you like. Do it again. You keep refining that, and in no time, you're going to have written your first song. And it could be about anything I just said. But at the end of the day, write a song. So if you guys like this, please shoot an email over, rob@robschoolofmusic.com, Instagram, robschoolofmusic, wherever you want to find me. Show me your songs. I'm curious if this helps you at all. And if you like this, let me know also in the comments, because I plan on doing more of these just random, quick little stream of conscious podcast ideas. All right, let's get writing some songs, guys. See you next time.